Welcome back to Facts of Alien. You know, to be real done. It's my theme show. In fact, I need you guys not to be too proud or the pride to like and subscribe. You did. Ha ha! Back to you further who with further news. Do what I do to be in the 2K. Still back with Bruce in the real news show. Here we go. I also want to get the conscious and make this a little bit of commentary, but also on a conscious tip to lighten your mind. A cannibal solar storm is headed for Earth. A series of explosions on the sun can lead to a cannibal solar storm headed for the Earth. In recent days, the sun experienced two coronal mass ejections, or CMEs, during which particles burst out of its surface. They are now headed for Earth, where they can cause disruptions to satellites and other important systems. Space weather experts have warned. And as they head towards us, together they can capitalize, I would say, they want to say capitalize or capitalize. No, I want to say, they could have said pulverize. That would have been more better. Each other, so they could become one. Okay, I knew what they mean now. Okay, let me start over. And as they head towards us together, they cannibalize each other, so they become one even more powerful blast. Such cannibalism happens when one CMO is thrown out of the sun and then followed by one more energetic and faster blast, which then consumes it. The pair are expected to arrive on Earth Thursday on Friday. This is some chance that they will result in a G3 class genetic geomatic storm, which is described as a strong storm. Such events are categorized in a scale running from G1 to G5, with the latter including widespread power problems, widespread power system problems, and communication shutdowns. At worst, however, this week's solar storms are expected to only reach 3 G3. At worst, however, this week solar storms are expected to only reach G3. That could cause minor issues for some solar power systems, impact on satellites, and problems with navigation systems. It also means the aura of northern lights are visible far further south than usual. Oh Lord, I don't feel like reading. How long they gonna have a brother read? Okay, let me stop. Very dramatic. You know I am. Okay, let me go and read it. Okay, you guys think I can't read? I feel like I can't read right now. I feel like I can't read. I can't read. Lord, I can't read. Lord. Okay, let's stop. Okay. Oh, Lord, so funny. There is some chance that they will result in a G3 class geometric storm, which is described as a strong storm. Such events are categorized in such scale running from G3 to G5, with later including widespread power system problems and communication shutdowns. At worst, however, this week's solar storms are expected to reach G3. That causes minor issues for some power systems, impacts on satellite problems, and with navigation systems. It could also mean the aurora or northern lights are visible far further south than usual. The activity means that lights could be visible in the sky in northern England or New York, according to Met Office. The sun remains in a particular active period, which watchers suggesting that the next few days could bring high levels of solar activity that in turn could lead to yet more flares coming from the sun, which is actually good. Um, a solar storm. Let's break down. I love solar storms. I love talking about space. Now we're talking some conscious shit. I've been said I want to turn this like into some, enlightenment stuff, but YouTube really want to hear me commentate rap. Mix it all up. But I'm definitely gonna bring. I'm gonna turn my page into just me. I talk about what I want eventually, and we're just gonna carry on from there. But let's talk about solar storm. A solar storm is a heat radiation. Now, I don't want you to get nervous thinking it's a heat radiation, meaning a flare. And it's not bad. It just means it would sense the heat up, make it more hotter. When you have carbon within your pigment of your skin, it doesn't really matter how hot the earth gets. It doesn't matter how hot the earth get when you have carbon within your skin. I'm just being honest. It's only certain races that have carbon within their skin. They say everyone's melanated, which is true. Carbon is a. If you pay attention, people always say melanin. Melanin. If you pay attention, melanin is not on a periodic chart. So if you created with melanin, then that means you're oxidized. You're oxidized creature, meaning your skin is cut. melanoma. Melatonin is a base, a cut base from carbon. You can research it. You go back and look at some of Dr. Sebi videos when he says, certain races. I don't want to be racist. Only a certain race is carbon, and you would do carbon dating on a certain race of people when they die. But mostly every race is like melanin itself, one chosen race. I don't want to just say that, but I just want to be honest. That's why they always pushing this mixed breeding and whatever. But let me keep it professional and be a poet. I want to be straightforward with like my community, like high vibration, which lists might move to high vibration. And you got to know, like when you see things they talk about like solar flares, solar storms, solar energy is not bad. Like you pay attention, like in the future, cars will move on solar energy. We will have cars flying. We will have lights, television, everything will move in solar energy. Plants will even grow from solar energy. So what we're seeing right now is the sun heat up. It's not that. The sun is not that far. It's only the sun is getting closer every year. It's only nine. It's only 902. No, well, it's only 92 million miles away. Around to the nearest 100,000. You got 93 million miles away, and actually, it's closing. It's actually closing distance. The sun is getting closer every day, and it's pushing into our magnetic pull and our orbit. So with it coming, it brings more and more. We're gonna respect more and more solar storms, which is normal, it's very normal. Scientists act like they have actually just no idea what's going on. It's actually normal. More of the sun comes to Earth that we have a solar flare. It's just logic. It's logics. It's like if you put your hand closer to the stove, right? When it get hotter, the closer you get to the stove, right? So why you always keep your hands far? That's the sun. The sun is getting closer to Earth every day, every year, and the closer it gets, and the more we see, and then we see in the the geological like landscape right now as we look through global warming. So it's really not a bad thing, in my opinion. It's definitely not a bad thing. I just think as it gets closer, people vibrations will start to link on a certain level. Certain people will start to think smarter. Some people frequency will slow down, and that's just it. So I really want to touch a little bit more on that, but I'm pretty sure I got a lot more stuff to talk about. So I will be back to definitely reiterate this topic. So hope you guys enjoyed the video and the news commentary. All right.